Welcome to the 2021 Madison Area Music Association Award Show. Thank you for taking the opportunity to join us safely and virtually from the comfort of your own home. We're taking this opportunity to shed some light on the incredible music community here in Madison. From the diverse talent and culture to the venues and fans that make it all happen, to the musicians who put their heart and soul into their craft each and every day. My name is James the Magician, and aside from loving music inside and out, I'm also a professional magician. And I'm honored to be your host tonight here at the Majestic Theater to put a bit of magic into what goes on behind the scenes of each and every show. We'll be taking you to places that you've never before seen, and also some old familiar spots that you would love to haunt. Thank you for the continued support of the musicians here in Madison. Without any further ado, on with the show.
My name is Al Rasho. I book music at No Street Cabaret, which we opened in June of 2017. We wanted to provide an artistic platform with our guiding principles being to really have a space that is clean, safe, and welcoming to all. When I first started booking music here, I had no idea of the wealth of talent that was in this town. It's incredible. Per capita, we have got to have more incredibly great musicians than anywhere. I was booking a lot of the old Chicago vanguard, Von Freeman, Bunky Green, Willie Pickens, a lot of the greats. And I'm booking some younger people now, and I can tell you that jazz, at least, is in very good hands. So it's really been a rich experience. My name is Al. This is North Street Cabaret, and we are setting the stage. We are honored tonight to present the Song of the Year award, and the winner is
Oh, thank you. We'd like to thank our family for their support and the fans for voting for us.
What was that?
Shh. We also want to give
Did you guys hear that?
a shout out to the music teachers out there who.
Oh my God!
Holy shnikes!
Run!
Ah!
Thank you!
Congratulations to the winner of Song of the Year. You know, it takes a whole lot of this to keep the music flowing. Ever since the pandemic started, watch right here. It's been poking holes in our performers' pockets. COVID-19 has even been tearing budgets to pieces. The Mamas are supported by donations from fans just like you. And if we all come together, we can heal this thing. Let's welcome our next presenter.
Hi, I'm Jake DeHaven. I'm the owner of the Baroque. We're a small, intimate room on the Near East Side of Madison on Winnebago Street. And we do all sorts of different art performances, and we also have art on the walls, a rotating gallery. We do open mics, Latin music, jazz, contemporary music, and really as many different types of music as we can. My brother and I grew up in a working musician's family. Our grandfather's Doc DeHaven and our Aunt Skelly DeHaven. And when we had this opportunity to put this room together, we really wanted to make a room that was for the artists and have a stage and a space that was ready to accommodate any sort of art. So my grandfather Doc was a music teacher at Monona Grove High School for several decades. And he also was a working musician playing out anywhere from 3 to 6 nights a week. And he supported his whole family on that career. So it really showed us not only the possibility of supporting a family on an arts career, but also the challenges and the struggles. I think the thing that you see being in the day-to-day of a club is just how rich with talent Madison locally is with talent. And it's not just the musicians, it's also the comedy community, the small theater companies, the fine artists that want to showcase their work here. It's really rich with a lot of talent. And in terms of music, there's probably, a half a dozen bands in most every genre that I can think of that are phenomenal bands. And so we have so many options to program a pretty diverse amount of shows, and we feel like that is just a really kind of an anomaly that Madison has. When you do feel safe, and when this does come to a point where there's an opportunity to gather regularly, we feel like that is going to really bring us back together. You could make an argument that the supporters and the people that show up are the most important thing, and really nothing works, not only in our clubs, but any of the artists' endeavors or albums that they make. Nothing works unless the community really supports it. What's so inspiring about the Mamas is that it is an opportunity for us to come together and recognize the artists that work so hard all year, but also it financially supports all of these youth endeavors and puts instruments into kids' hands that otherwise maybe wouldn't have it. So donate as much as you can, if you can. I'm Jake DeHaven with the Baroque, and we're setting the stage.
insaciable anhelo con tu sudor. Siempre me bautizas en tu calor. Es donde encuentro bendición. No hay nada bajo el mar, ni más allá del sol, que pueda comparar con tu dulce amor. Mi Padre, mi Hijo, mi Espíritu Santo lograron borrar mi dolor y mi llanto. Pero en tus labios bendito milagro, tu cuerpo sagrado, divino encanto. Tu sonreír quitó mi penumbra, desvaneció toda mi amargura. En el templo de tu santa piel es donde yo rezo, uniéndome con todos tus besos. No puede comparar el trueno de la mar y el fuego del sol con tu dulce amor, o tu esplendor astral. Mi Dios es sin igual. Mi Padre, mi Hijo, mi Espíritu Santo lograron borrar mi dolor y mi llanto. Pero en tus labios bendito milagro, tu cuerpo sagrado, divino encanto. El ruido del mar y las llamas del sol no pueden comparar con tu dulce amor, o tu esplendor astral. Mi Dios es sin igual. Mi Padre, mi Hijo, mi Espíritu Santo lograron borrar mi dolor y mi llanto. Pero en tus labios bendito milagro, tu cuerpo sagrado, divino encanto. Ni Padre, ni Hijo, ni Espíritu Santo lograron borrar mi dolor y mi llanto. Pero en tus labios bendito milagro, tu cuerpo sagrado, divino encanto. Permíteme alabar en frente de tu altar tu hermoso resplandor, mi diosa sin igual. Te adoro, Hali.
So I'm honored to present to you this year's Songwriter of the Year award for the Mamas.
Hello. Congratulations to Songwriter of the Year. Here's a big shout out to everybody in hospitality, because what would a live show be without a beverage? They're the ones that are pouring your drinks and keeping you afloat all night long. So here's a big shout out to everybody in hospitality. Cheers! Oh, and let's welcome our next presenter.
Hi, I'm Audrey Martinovich.
And I'm Buzz Kemper. And we're co-owners of Audio for the Arts Recording Studios. Whoa, how did we do that?
That was rehearsed.
It's crazy.
It was great.
Audio for the Arts is a full-service audio and video recording service. We mainly do audio, but once in a while we need to break out a camera or two. But we work with everything from jazz groups, rock groups, classical groups. We work with both the orchestras in town. We work with Madison Opera. Pretty much anything that you need recorded, we can do, as long as it isn't a whole barrel full of rabid anteaters. We don't work with them.
Yeah, they must be non-rabid.
Non-rabid.
Yes. And we also have an acoustic concert series, well, acoustic-ish concert series that we do here called Acoustic Moose, named after our mascot, Chip the Moose. And he's a little stuffed moose that we have in our live room. We invite local bands to come into the studio and perform for a live stream concert. And in the days before COVID, we had a small audience in here of about 15, 20 people. Really a great way to hear an intimate version of a concert you might see over at High Noon or Boz Meadery or something else. We do that here, and then those are broadcast on 98.7 WVMO in Monona. We support the Mamas because we feel it is really important to get the word out about the music scene here in Madison. And then we also support the mission of the Mamas, which is to get instruments into kids' hands, get them that music education. If you start music young, then it's really a lifetime passion, and that just grows and grows and grows, and it expands as time goes on and starts to reach different areas.
There are so many kids who learn not only about music itself, but it expands their brains and they get to do other things. And one of my favorite stories when it comes to kids is Mike Ross, our friend Mike Ross from Madison Youth Choirs. He told us that years ago, he did away pretty much with the audition process for Madison Youth Choirs. He said, if your son or daughter wants to sing with us, we'll take them. We'll find a place for them. And that's, I think, the way we should all be looking at it. Give kids exposure, and the Mamas helps kids benefit, because that kid that wants to pick up a clarinet, a violin, a saxophone, and just doesn't have the means can now do it. So yay Mamas, thank you.
Yes, just donate to the Mamas, the Madison Area Music Association. This is a way to put everything into practice that we've been talking about, that you've been hearing throughout the whole program, of getting instruments in kids' hands, getting lessons to them, just take out your wallet, throw some money at it. Let's get them making music. Hi, I'm Audrey Martinovich.
And I'm Buzz Kemper.
We're co-owners of Audio for the Arts Recording Studios.
And we're setting the stage. Not the dinner table, but the stage. It's a different thing.
The stage. The dinner table could be on the stage.
Yeah, and I am kind of hungry.
Me too. Let's get some food.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like I'm fishing in skinny rivers, like a shark in a grotto. I'm itching for something bigger. I'm sick of being sicker than most of these other sinners, sitting down at Last Supper, ingesting a jug of liquor. But could you tell me the correct course of action? I can't force the faction to reverse the traction, assuming that I know how long the universe is lasting. I'll pursue a verse until I'm put into a hearse is passing. It's a finite time, so why not find tight rhymes and let them live behind the vines I climb? I find a daily grind wears upon my scaly spine. An arbitrary time that's older than Israeli wine. It's necessary to never be sedentary, secondary. Only the best in the cemetery, ingesting the rest of Mary, be it Bloody or Jane. The strain never leaves, though I mustn't complain. Now I'm saying. I'm never known to nap, and that's an important fact. Feast of famine, my key reaction is to keep the fashion, a speech of passion. Riddle scribble around, mix it with a simple sound. And when it's whittled down, sure to win a triple crown. Every step I found, best you wish the best around. You wouldn't settle now, it's bitchin' on brittle ground. Cause when it dribbles down, flow spilling nouns, verbs, absurd words, too bored for you silly clowns. I don't mean to keep it convoluted. I never claimed that I had drawn the blueprint, but my shrews been strong enough to launch a cruise ship. That's how we talk smooth shit and spawn the movement.
I've been on this course for such a long time. Day by day by day. All I have are the words to drop on. I just wanna say my say, my from that day. Well, and I just wanna say my say.
We at Audio for the Arts are extremely proud and pleased that we were asked to present the winner of the Best Engineers named Audrey and Buzz Award. Do we know who the isn't that? No?
No, that's
I
not.
knew I should have pre-read the script. Yeah, okay.
What the script actually says is that we are proud to introduce the winner of the Video of the Year award.
Yeah, that.
That
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the one. And the nominees are...
And the winner is...
Hi everybody, we're here on the site of our latest video. I'm Jeff from Mars Hall.
I'm Scott.
And I'm Perry.
We're so excited, so honored to have won this award, Video of the Year. We have so many people to thank, starting with the mamas.
Big thank you to this guy right here, because he's the guy who produced and wrote.
Wouldn't have happened without John Flores, Michael John, Weston Klein, all the people that were behind the scenes. Our hearts go out to everybody that have been affected by COVID, and thank you all the first responders and the medical workers. That video was really for you guys. You guys are heroes. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Chris So, Vice President of Merchandising, Marketing, and Product Information Management at Full Compass in Madison, Wisconsin. I work with a talented group of product experts, musicians, engineers, and music enthusiasts to make sure that our product assortment best serves our customers. Full Compass is a dealer and distributor of pro audio, lighting, and video equipment, again, based in Madison, Wisconsin. Our founder, Jonathan Lipp, is a passionate audio and video buff, as evidenced by his incredible assortment of truly vintage gear spanning many decades. Full Compass is filled with videographers, lighting designers, sound engineers, and again, enthusiasts and music lovers. So we know the benefits of creating music, whether it's live or in the studio. And we support the music scene and the amazing talent that's here in Madison. So Madison is a very special city. It has more music venues, recording studios, and live shows per capita than most other cities. So we know the importance of showcasing the talent, not only the amazing musicians, but the technicians that make those shows happen. The Madison Area Music Awards are a way to give recognition to all the musicians, the songwriters, composers, and all the time and effort, blood, sweat, and tears that goes into creating memorable musical moments. So I think everyone should be supporting the Madison Area Music Awards to give props to the incredible talent we have right in our own backyard.
Congratulations to Video of the Year. Cables and switches and knobs, oh my! What you may not realize when you're looking at a sound engineer's desk is that even though you see all those cables and switches and knobs, they have everything completely under control. Let's welcome our next presenter.
Hello, my name is Joey B. Banks, and this is the Black Star Drumline and the band You Got the Message and Keon Andre. We are at the Madison Youth Arts Center, located on the corner of Ingersoll and Mifflin Street in Madison, Wisconsin. The Youth Center is a youth arts facility that is going to be home to many of Madison's youth arts programs, and next home of Black Star Drumline, our forever home. We've been waiting for forever, but we're here now. This is our home, and that's why we're shooting this video here today. With the addition of the Madison Youth Arts Center, I mean, it's very few arts communities in the country that are like the Madison music scene. I mean, these kids are youth performers on all levels. Different genres are going to be the future of performance in our city, and we're hoping that these kids, this is the base for a lot of great futures in the arts, the catalyst to a lot of great opportunities for our youth. Hopefully a great legacy of arts community and arts opportunities, performing arts opportunities for the kids in Madison, Wisconsin for years to come. This is Joey B. Banks, director of Black Star Drumline, and we're setting the stage! Yeah!
Y'all know what time it is. Madison Area Music Award. It's showtime. Black Star Drumline. Yo, it's such a vibrant thing. Black Star Drumline, Black Star King. Madison Area Music Award brings awareness to the kids doing it on the scene. DJ Myra, yeah, she fire. DLK, Lady Attire. It's a blessing to be out here flexing. Got the man in the back. Hope you get the message. Turn me up. Vibrant King, Black Star Drumline, Black Star King, Madison Area Music Award bring awareness to the kids, unit on the scene. DJ Myra, yeah, she fire. ELK, make me entire. It's a blessing to be out here flexing. Got the band in the back. Hope you got the message. Let's go. Turn me up one time. Turn me up 2 times. This is of epic proportions right here, baby. Let's go. Hey, 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 hey. Where you at? 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 Hey. Y'all asked for it, you got it.
Hi, I'm Beth Killey.
I'm Jen Farley.
I'm Shondell Marks, and we are Gin Chocolate and Bottle Rockets.
Thank you to the mamas for supporting local music and for always showing good recognition and lots of love.
Shout out to all the music teachers in the world, specifically my choir director from high school, Mr. Powers. He's right here in my heart. A lot of encouragement he gave me, so thank you, Mr. Powers.
Yay!
Yay!
Congrats
Thank
to all
you.
the other winners. Bye!
Congratulations, Ensemble of the Year. Even though this year we still need to be apart, through the magic of music, we can still all come together to support our scene. As one. So let's keep those donations rolling in. And here is our next presenter.
That's that Babe Ingram right there, man. And when it all fall down, lay forward. Hard to see forward, no longer ignore it. Some folks talk value about the statue, but when our lives seem to have more value, we come in peace just to get some peace. A cry for justice pouring out in the streets. Should strike a nerve when you see this reality. Through this BS, yo, we just want humanity. From a code of mama, don't raise no fools. Now I'll be doggone it, time to change the rules. Cause the only way we gon' deal with these problems is to come up for those held down on bottom. Touchy is a subject that need to be touched, but when we speak up, it said we doing too much. And if you say that you don't get what this about, we ask to throw a hand up, not a handout. So let's talk about it. 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 Didn't wanna give us a book, so we had the book. Silo Harriet systems of hate that us stole the book. Now we just been saying it's not a good look. Started to catch it on tape, post live on the book. So what's finna happen now? It's all on the table. Tired of the lies and we tired of the labels. Before we get a chance, we always under aim. They say we play the card, but this not a game. This is the breaking of invisible chains. You dig our fame, but you won't dig the pain. Through all the mess, yo, it's time to invest. Access alone will alleviate stress. Major concern is these babies can't learn. When given a turn, then we all can earn. At the tipping point, it's time for the turn. This ain't revenge, just justice we yearn. So let's talk about it. 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 Midwest living make it hard to live. How you remain positive through the negative. The great migration, subliminal frustration. It's like we moved up north to a new plantation. Some do their best just to kill our dreams. Like no white tees, caps and sagging jeans. Why don't you go and just say what you mean? No place for us, so we can't have a scene. We need black spots like we need black props. More wealth in the hood, more black shops. More health in the hood, more black docs. More black Wall Street with more black stocks. More thriving, build it up with all black blocks. It's about time like it's all black clocks. It's about time that we even it out. Seem like we got some things to be talking about. So let's talk about it. 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 Let's talk about it.
My name is Rob Franklin, otherwise known in some circles as Rob D's. I am a musician, I am an educator, I am an activist, I would say I'm just an all-around good guy. Music means expression. Music means being able to share your truth through song, through a composition. To be able to share the things that people can identify with and take with them for years to come. A song can always be timeless because it's that very moment and that emotion and that feeling that makes for something that people can relate to and take that art and take it and carry it with them. The humanities makes us human. You know, having these expressions, it makes us who we are. And a lot of times you see in the schools are cutting out music programs. That's one of the first programs to go. So, you know, you are having a lot of kids that aren't getting that chance to really have that outlet to really express themselves. So that's why it's important to continue to put instruments in kids' hands and allow them an opportunity to grow as people through this art form. There are some things that have happened on State Street. You know, you want to talk about civil unrest and all of the movements, then you want to see, you know, the response to that with all of the art that went up and the murals that went up through the Arts Commission and things like that. And as the murals came down, there was also another expression, which would be the event series called Mad Lit, which was an 8-week event series that focused on music, visual art, and small business pop-ups, featuring all people of color and really trying to make a more inclusive downtown. People in Madison are always looking for ways to improve Madison. So I think you hear that in a reflection of the music and a reflection of the scene. Is it where it needs to be? By no means. But I think you are hearing more and more people be able to voice their concerns for that need for improvement and progression. So it could be anything from punk to hip hop to bluegrass. There's always a scene or a need to move the scene forward, and that's why Madison sounds the way that it does. So right now I'm very excited to present the Madison Area Music Award for Hip Hop Song of the Year. It goes to Kilo. What up, Kilo? Congratulations.
Thank you. All praise to the Most High for allowing me to be a vessel for hip-hop. 3-time Hip-Hop Performer of the Year. Thank you to each and every one who has voted for me. It means more than you will ever know. Thank you to mamas for giving musicians and artists like myself a platform and opportunity to showcase our talents. Also for providing instruments and education to the youth. To my team of dreams, you already know. Love is love. Shout out to my family, fans, and supporters. To hip hop, let's work.
Congratulations to Hip Hop Artist of the Year. You know, I've had the opportunity to perform on tons of stages all around the world. And one thing you may not know is that a lot of them are held together with simple devices, like a bolt and a nut. When they put the stages together, it's easy to get that nut on the bolt. But then the party happens. The dancing, the blood, the sweat, the tears, and sometimes the nut gets stuck in place. I learned backstage that one trick that they have is that they can actually use a little bit of fire to heat up the nut, make it expand, and then they can get it off of the bolt. I thought to myself, that's a little too aggressive. What if you just use the lighter and suggest that it remove itself from the bolt? Seemed a little bit less aggressive to me. Let's welcome our next presenter.
Hello everyone, my name is Ben Shirley. I'm the general manager at Liquid and Ruby. We're here at 624 University Avenue. For those of you who are around in the 80s and 90s going to shows, you might remember seeing U2, Metallica, REM, Cheap Trick, Blue Oyster Cult, a whole host of artists at headliners. And we're here in that same space, now doing something very similar, but primarily presenting EDM acts. though we are expanding the programming here to include all genres of music, full spectrum, and being open 7 days a week. The Madison music scene is really vibrant. There are a lot of musicians, all sorts of artists who are doing really creative things, specifically independent artists. And I think that one thing we can do to really help is to support them and celebrate the local acts. While we are bringing internationally recognized national touring acts every Friday and Saturday night, we try to pair that with local and regional talent so that we can help support those artists, give them an opportunity to not only play on the great stage, but to collaborate and learn from each other. The more we can recognize that and expand not just for independent venues, but to all independent musicians, the production companies, everybody who's pursuing their passion in the music industry, we could all use the public's support and really to celebrate that diversity. Bringing people together, I think that's what music really means to me, is bringing people together for a shared experience. I'm Ben Shirley with Liquid and Ruby, and we're setting the stage.
Yeah, my mama cut me up. Yeah, my mama cut me up. She had something that she wanted to say. Yeah, my mama cut me up. 'Cause my mama wants a cut. Yeah, my mama wants a cut. She been losing up all of her luck. Yeah, my mama wants a cut. This is how my mama loves. This is how my mama loves. All the pushing finally came to shove. All the pushing finally came to shove. She kept pushing till it made her shove. Let her shove, let her shove. With your head stop moving, you can't start over. You can't take back what you say. Gotta pay the price to roll that dice. There's no keeping the cards that you play. With your head stop rolling, you can't stop over. You can't take back what you say to me. Gotta pay the price to roll that dice. There's no keeping, no keeping, no keeping me that way. Let my mama take her aim. Let my mama take her aim. 'Cause I'm already way out of range. Let my mama take her aim. Watch my mama dig her grave. Watch my mama dig her grave. It's a town that's making her waste. Same old town that she can't escape. And the one that I ran away from. Once your head start rolling, you can't stop over. You can't take back what you say. Gotta pay the price to roll that dice. There's no keeping the cards that you play. Once your head stop rolling, you can't stop over. You can't take back what you say to me. Gotta pay the price to roll that dice. There's no keeping me that way.
Hi, I'm glad you're watching. I'm Kurt Davies, past Executive Director of the Mamas. This year, I've spent time helping the Mamas carry out its mission to promote and award excellence in music education. When it comes to music education, the Mamas award both teachers and students for their musical accomplishments and contributions. Today, I'm proud to present the Student of the Year Award to Declan Colleen Tormé. Declan has done some outstanding work at a very early age and continues to go above and beyond. Congratulations, Declan. You have an excellent future ahead.
Hi, my name is Declan Colleen Toomey, and I'm 11 and a half years old. Today we are outside in the beautiful sunshine of Wisconsin.
And my name is Rin. I'm not going to say how old I am. I'm an adult, and here we are at Open Door Studio having a good time.
So how do you guys know each other?
She was my teacher for many years when I was young, and she took me when no one else would because everyone else was Suzuki method, and she would teach me how it would like to be taught.
Yeah, well, I grew up Suzuki, and I think there's a lot of value in the Suzuki method, but I'm also a little bit of a outside the box kind of person. And I like to bring those two things together. So all of those really solid techniques and methods of the Suzuki method, along with, jazz, along with rock and roll, along with all the other types of music that's out there.
Well, she would let me choose whatever song that I wanted to learn, and she would work through it with me until I had it down pat. And I loved that she would teach me towards what I wanted to be. I didn't want to be in an orchestra. That was not my goal. My goal was a rock violinist, and she helped me achieve that.
So, is she a good teacher?
Yes, very good.
Oh, yay. One of the very unique things is that Declan would hear a recording and really need it to be in the exact same key. So, there are keys that out there that are not super violin friendly, like 4 flats maybe. Yeah. And if that was the case, we could not go up a half step to A, for 4 flats. It had to be a flat major. And it was just that sensitive ear. He just really needed it to match. And I think that has really, enabled you to do some very challenging things and become just like a really incredible player, Yeah.
Her good work ethic is very important, and I would say you would need a lot of drive to be able to work through it. On days that you don't feel like it, on days that you don't want to, you have to find a time in that day to do it. And a lot of people don't have that, so you have to have what it takes.
Make it a priority.
Yes.
I find Dr. Suzuki's philosophy to be really beautiful and inspiring in that when he developed the Suzuki method, he didn't want to create musicians per se, he wanted to create good human beings. The Mamas is an organization that puts instruments in kids' hands.
Your donations mean a lot and helps out a lot. So if you're watching this, and I know you are, please donate.
Yay!
Hi, I'm Roy Elkins. I'm chairman of the MAMA and the founder of Broad Jam. I'm proud to present the MAMA Teacher of the Year, Alita Lacoste. Alita is the music teacher at Wright Middle School and has been teaching in the Milwaukee and Madison public schools for over 20 years. She received her Bachelor of Fine Arts from UW-Milwaukee and Advanced Studies in Education Leadership from Cardinal Stritch. Her past and present community volunteer work includes a board member and engineer at WART, a youth mentor and instructor at Girls Rock Camp, a teacher at the Wisconsin Youth Symphony Orchestra, and she was instrumental in the development of the First Wave program at the UW. She performs with the Black String Triage Ensemble, the Periodicals, and is a member of the orchestra for the Madison Mystery Tour. In her spare time, she's an actress at Saga Flight Entertainment. It's not uncommon to read praise for her fellow teachers from Alita, or a post from her that says, "I love my job." Besides being a mom, the most impressive credential she has is the love she has for her students. A while back she wrote, "Those smiles that shine across the faces of my young scholars when they make beautiful sounds on their instrument for the first time." Recently, she put 30 students on a city bus and brought them across town to a day-long music conference. At the event, one of her students said, "I love my teacher." And that sentiment was echoed by several other kids. She's not only a great teacher, she's a leader, a role model, a mentor, and an inspiration to so many young students. The Madison Area Music Association is proud to present the Teacher of the Year Award to Alita Lacoste. Congratulations, Alita. Job well done.
My name is Alita Lacoste, and I am the music teacher here at James C. Wright Middle School. I teach band, orchestra, choir, 6th through 8th grade, and I teach the entire school. It's super fun. It's a lot. You know, a lot of people don't figure out what their purpose is, but I always knew, I just knew, from the time I was 4 or 5, that I wanted to be a music teacher. Music was just really healing for me, right? It was a tool to heal trauma that I was going through, and I had a series of phenomenal teachers. When my parents died, I really didn't express myself much, through words or want to talk about it, but I was really attracted to music. Kids will gravitate towards you who have some of the same experiences that you've had. Artistically inclined children, which is pretty much all children, when they find a way to express themselves, they're really, really good at it. Sometimes my room, if you come in, it's chaotic. It's like chaos, right? There's noise everywhere, all kinds of stuff is going on. Who's okay? Nobody is okay. I have these 2 young men scholars who are so excited to get their instrument, right? So excited. You can just you can see it. They're 6th graders. They both got trumpets, and we went outside, right? Because we can't play inside. So we went outside, and I'm trying to explain to them how to get a noise through the trumpet, right? Because if you just blow through it, nothing really happens, right? You just get air sound. So it took me about 10 minutes. I had to take out my little mouthpiece and, make the sound, right? And the look on their face when they both were able to make those sounds is priceless. It was priceless, right? The joy, it was just it was funny because I made this sound and then they're both on either side, and it was this wave, right, of joy. It was just, it was amazing. It feels like that's what I'm supposed to do, right? That's my purpose. I'm Alita Lacoste, and we're setting the stage.
Congratulations to the winner. All the performers that you've seen tonight have had to gain a lot of experience. Sometimes you start off and you just have one person in the crowd. Then over time, you start to build up a few more people. The crowd can be medium-sized, and every so often you have a really big show. But you're not going to give up if there's just one person that shows up to your show. Not at all. There's always going to be some mid-range crowds, even if it's sometimes someone walks away in the middle of the show. You're going to have some big shows. You're going to have some medium shows. Every so often, they might have a sold-out crowd. That's when you know you're making it big. Now for our next presenter.
Music is politics, politics is community, a social gathering is a jam session. And for many decades, Ricardo Gonzalez has organized some of the best jam sessions in Madison. First at Rick Savannah Club and then at the Cardinal Bar, which for 50 years was the place to be and the place to be seen. Ricardo blended politics, culture, good times, great music into one inclusive community made up of many diverse people. He created an important venue, and by doing so, he became an integral part of the music made right here in Madison. I myself recently had a wonderful 5-year run at the Salon for Secular Humanists, Arch Democrats, and Free Thinkers here at the Cardinal Bar. Not to mention the fantastic nights of Latin music that Ricardo hosted at the club and the numerous concerts of Cuban musicians that he promoted. He led tours of Cuba, and he is the reason that Madison has been one of the first stops for Cuban musicians when they come to America. Madison owes Ricardo Gonzalez a debt of thanks, and I am happy to present him right here, right now, with the Mama's Lifetime Achievement Award for his contributions to the Madison music scene. Congratulations, Ricardo Gonzalez.
Thank you, and thank you, Ben Sidran, for your kind introduction. And thank you, Madison Area Music Association, for honoring me with this award. I am indeed honored to be recognized by an organization that lives up to many of the concepts and ideals that I have supported throughout my life. Ever since I was a boy, I was always into music in one way or the other. I was never a musician, although I have dabbled at playing the maracas and the guiro, sometimes especially with my good friend Tony Castañeda's band in the glorious days at the Cardinal Bar. It would be through dancing that I express what little musical talent I have. And my destiny would have it that I would get to open a great little joint that would last 42 years as Madison's classic dance bar. And what a run that was. One that wouldn't have been possible without the help and the support of so many people, from staff to DJs to the thousands who came through the door and loved it. But most important, I always felt privileged to be among musicians and other performers who made up the local music scene of Madison. The Cardinal would be a stage where many new bands would play for the first time and grow their talent. And for that, I'm really proud. I also have loved supporting musical exchanges with my hometown of Camagüey, Cuba, Madison's sister city, and to have been a music programmer at WRT-FM, our own listener-sponsored radio in this beautiful city we call home. The purpose of Mama is one that I relate to and share. Thank you, Mama, for your recognition and for this award which I will value. And thank you, Madison musicians, for being my friends always. Salud y muchas gracias.
Congratulations, Ricardo Gonzalez. Here's to many more years of music. You know, the Madison music scene is full of so much talent between the performers and the production crew that no matter what complicated scenario they can end up finding themselves in, they're always going to end up coming up with very creative solutions. Let's bring on our next presenter.
Hi there, I'm Tom Fulmer. I work here at Old Brook Botanical Gardens on the city's east side. I'm standing here on the Musicians Terrace in the Tropical Bulls Conservatory, which happens to be celebrating its 30th birthday this year. We're so grateful to be a part of the Mamas and to have our friends in Natty Nation do a performance here as part of the awards. You know, when folks talk about live music in the city, sometimes they forget about Old Brook or they just don't know about us in the first place. But really, we're one of the more unique music venues, and we proudly showcase live local music throughout the entire year. So every summer, we offer summer concerts on the Great Lawn on Tuesday nights. We have Crackle, which is a really fun event where you can come and sit around a bonfire, listen to a band. We have holiday concerts in December. We have cocktails in the conservatory where we bring in local DJs to do a set in the wintertime. And we also introduced a new series just recently that we're calling the Canopy Sessions, where we bring live musicians in to do a performance in front of a live audience here right in the conservatory. So a lot of options for live music here at the Gardens. Most of our performances, or many of our performances, are low cost or donation based, and all the proceeds from those shows go back to support those local musicians who bring their talents here. And they also go to keep the Gardens open and free and accessible to everybody year round. So without further ado, enjoy the awards tonight and enjoy the performance.
In this world, on this planet, in this universe, there are 7 hermetic principles. This song is about the principle of vibration. This principle says, everything moves, nothing stands still, everything vibrates. Keep it coming, bust up the seal. Knowledge is revealed, vision get your field. Coming out together, let's rebuild. Vibrate, put ourselves in altered states. We have to create, free ourselves from all that way. Deep meditation, deep concentration, communication for higher vibration is the key to reach the higher mind. I and I divine and Jah provide. He's the one bringing more insight. She's the one that takes me to a higher. They dwell within me, in the heart of me. I use my voice and I sing. We vibrate, put ourselves in altered states, and we have to all create, free ourselves from all that way. Put ourselves in altered states, and we have to create, free ourselves from all that way. And we don't waste no time, keep the highest vibes. You don't need to struggle, but we're living with the most high. Connecting with divine and connecting with myself and with this. I'll blow my wealth now. Ignorance is laden, wisdom is gold. And if you're living, then your story must be told. Harmonize with the highest vibes again and again and again. We vibrate, put ourselves in altered states, and we have to all create, free ourselves from all that way. We vibrate, put ourselves in altered states, and we have to all create, free ourselves from all that way. And we vibrate on the same frequency, protected by the harmonies. The freedom of it come from we. Yes, we have to come now. We vibrate, put ourselves in altered states, and we have to all create, free ourselves from all that way. We vibrate, put ourselves in altered states, and we have to all create, free ourselves from all that way. Mix y'all, keep it coming, keep it coming, keep it coming real. Keep it coming, bust up the shield, vibrate. We have myself that we trust. When we come together, there would never be no fuss. Control the vibe, yes, the highs again. We up the window, we vibrate. Put ourselves in altered states, and we have to all create. Free ourselves from all that weight. We vibrate. Put ourselves in altered states, and we have to all create. Free ourselves from all that weight. Put ourselves in altered states, and we have to all create. Free ourselves from all that weight. We vibrate. Put ourselves in altered states, and we have to all create. Free ourselves from all that weight.
So all of us at Olbrich are so proud to be a part of the Mamas and to present this year's Performer of the Year Award. And the winner is...
Hello, I'm Jeff from Mars Hall.
I'm Perry.
I'm Scott.
We're blown away at not only getting nominated, but winning this is a big surprise to us because there's so many good performers out there. Tim's not here right now. He's up in Lake Superior camping, but he thanks you too. We want to thank Rick Twite, Michael Alexander, Roy Elkins.
For putting us on some of the biggest stages around.
Bratfest and Summerfest and Crystal Grand. Had some great opportunities to perform for some awesome audiences. For that, we're very grateful. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mamas. We are Mars Hall. Thank you.
Taken a look into space and wondered if it's only the human race that lives out there.
Congratulations to Performer of the Year. You know, I remember when I first started doing magic, I used to always get knots in my stomach right before a performance. And then I learned that just doing a little bit of meditation would always help make those knots just disappear. I'm sure some of the performers that you've seen tonight have some kind of ritual that they do when they've mastered their performance to make those knots, those butterflies, just kind of disappear. So think to yourself, if you ever are going into some kind of a meeting or taking on a new performance and you get a knot in your stomach, just take a second, breathe, and let those knots just disappear. And that's my whole story about mastering performance. Let's welcome our next presenter.
I'm Joe Burbach. I'm the new local talent buyer for Frank Productions and a longtime local Madison musician. I've been invested in the Madison music scene for close to 20 years, and I just want to do everything in my power to keep it going and keep it going strong. The Madison music scene, I would say, is a very eclectic scene. Lots of diversity, lots of different genres, lots of great bands out there. High Noon has been a long-standing pillar of the Madison music scene ever since Kathy Detmers was owner and operator. She had a strong commitment to keep local music on the stage here. When Frank Productions took over, they vowed to keep that commitment. Music is language, music is art. I think music is a way for people to get beyond their differences. So in a community, I think it's a great way to connect everyone. It's something that people can get together and enjoy no matter what else separates them in life. I'm Joe Burbach with Frank Productions and the High Noon Saloon, and we are setting the stage.
My name is Michael Darling. I'm a singer, songwriter, producer, guy, music person. When I write music, it's especially lyrics, I just want people to resonate with what I'm going through because, if I'm struggling with something, chances are someone has gone through something similar, even if it's not exactly the same. If I write music about what I'm going through, chances are somebody will out there relate to it, that's the goal for me. Yeah.
I'm starting to think, I'm starting to like you, and I'd like to think you like me too, but I'm so scared of one-way streets, so damn afraid we'll never keep our little flame alive. So take my hand and pull me close, and understand what I need the most. Don't turn into another ghost, 'cause I need you.
we are very honored to present the Album of the Year award. And the winner is...
Hi everybody, I'm Perry from Mars Hall.
I'm Scott.
Tim.
Jeff.
And I'm Matt from Madtown Mix Studio.
So happy to have won the Album of the Year award. It's a great honor. There's so many people we want to thank.
Starting with this guy right here, Matt LaPlante.
Where the magic happened.
Thank you, Matt, for all your hard work on it. We also want to thank the Mamas. We want to thank all of our fans for voting for us. So from Scott, Perry, Tim, and Jeff, and Matt, thank you all very much.
See you soon.
Is there anybody out there?
Congratulations to the winner. Songs that artists write are reflections of themselves. If they were to hide themselves away, we wouldn't have the opportunity to experience their gifts. Some of the songs that you hear might sometimes pierce right through your soul. Some songs that you hear could even start to bend your worldview for the better. So let's give it up to everybody who has the courage to show us a little bit of themselves. And here's our next presenter.
Matt Girding. I'm president of FPC Live Venue Operations here in Madison, Wisconsin. We are here at the Sylvie, our 2,500 capacity venue in downtown Madison that was built in 2018. I came to Madison in 2007. My business partner at the time and I, Scott Leslie, bought the Majestic Theater on King Street at that time. Bought it, remodeled it, opened as a live music venue, and operated for about 10 years until we merged companies with Frank Productions, who was already, shovels in the ground with the Sylvie, and from there ended up taking over the High Noon Saloon. So as it exists right now, we have the Sylvie, High Noon Saloon, the Majestic Theater, and then we also operate the Orpheum Theater on State Street. So we've got a lot of venues under our portfolio. We've always been big lovers of live music as a way to bring the community together, and that's ultimately where my passion comes from, which is, bringing concerts into the city, trying to support the local music scene, trying to improve the quality of life for people that live here. To me, it is unique and special moments that people in a community can come together and celebrate in one place for one night. And I think the shockwaves that has in the community in terms of people's quality of life and excitement for their city is massive. And I love that I get to take part in that. I'm very proud to present your 2021 Artist of the Year Award, and here are your nominees. And the winner is...
Thank you all so much for tuning in and hanging out. You know, the stage for many performers is a happy place, a place that they feel safe. I'm just gonna hang out for a while. Catch you all on the flip side. Good night.